Hi everybody. I hear Ryan explaining 100 times per day how to get your fingerprints and your FBI police report. So I asked him to prepare a video. If you know anybody that is going through the process, please share this video.
Hey guys, what's up? Okay, this is going to be a quick video about how to request an FBI report. Okay, pretty much any visa program in Panama is going to require you to provide a police report from your home country. Home country, okay, so it's usually the same country that issued your passport for most people. But technically, if you're living in a different country, as long as you have residency there, you could provide a police report from that country as well. So for example, if you're European, but you're living in the United States, as long as you can provide a government issued photo ID from the United States, you could provide an FBI report as well. Okay, so I'm here on the Independent Lawyer website. You don't have to access this or go through our website, but we do have some helpful links here and materials, and we like to drive traffic through the website. So here at the top, there's this icon that says the Independent blog. I'm just going to click it, and that's going to take us over to the Independent, which is a blog where we publish articles from time to time. And I'm going to go to the search, and I'm going to put FBI to find this article with the fingerprints. Okay, and this one is called How to Get Your FBI Background Check for a Visa Application. Now you can see that this was published in July of last year, so it's probably a little bit dated, but not much of this has changed. Maybe just more than anything, the way we explain it. But if you go down, there's a link here that says FBI's website. At first, read the article; it'll give you some good context. But then if you click the FBI's webpage, this is actually the starting point. And here under available services, there's this blue box on the top left-hand corner that says obtaining your identity history summary. Okay, I'm going to click learn more. And it takes us to the next page where you can put in your email address. So I am going to we have a new guy named Ian. I'm going to put his email address here for this tutorial, and it says your identity history summary request was received. Please check your email for further instructions. Okay, and I'll go over here to the email, and I have this email to Ian with a link. Click here to access your request with a PIN number, and this is from the Criminal Justice Information Services. Okay, it says identity history summary request is the subject line. So I'm going to copy the 6-number PIN, the 6-digit PIN. I'm going to click the link. Okay, it takes me here. I'll click continue, and there's a place to just paste the PIN in. Okay, and I'll click login. Now here there's a Privacy Act statement. I'll click accept. Let me move this over and click continue. Okay, perfect. Now it's going to invite you to put a bunch of information about yourself. All of these spaces that are marked in red are mandatory, right? So you need to put some data in those sections. I'm going to put my birth date. Okay. Country of citizenship, United States. Place of birth, United States. Am I a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident? Yes, I am. Country of residence, this is not mandatory. If you're living in the United States, you could put the United States. I'll go ahead and put it. I'll put Panama. Doesn't really matter. Prisoner number, social security number, those are not mandatory fields. And we, by the way, don't need your social security number here in Panama. So if you want to leave that blank, go ahead. And I'll click next. Now it's going to ask for the mailing address. So I'm going to put an address that we have in the United States. Okay, when I put the zip code in, it automatically populates the city and state. So it grabs the zip code. If you're sending it to somebody else's address, you could put their name in the section, in the space for in care of, so that, you don't confuse somebody's mailman. Attention, if it's for a visa process here, I would normally just leave that blank. I'm not going to put my phone number. It's not mandatory. Okay, would you like your social security number included in the response? I'm going to put no, because that's a little bit sensitive information, right? Would I like my birth date included? I'll put yes. That's not that sensitive, and it, maybe makes it a little bit easier to tie the report to me. Would you like to receive your status notifications? No or yes via email. I'll put yes via email because I want them to send us an email when the report is ready to be viewed and downloaded. And I'll click next. Now this is important. How would you like to submit your fingerprint card? You can submit it by mail or electronic submission via third party. Additional fees may apply. If you choose to submit it by mail, then it means that you're going to go do the old-fashioned ink fingerprints. They've got the card here you can download. You're going to go, roll your fingers across the page with black ink and send it by mail to the FBI in West Virginia at this address. Okay. Once they receive it, the FBI lately has been taking around 3 weeks to process the reports. That could speed up or get slower in the future, but lately it's been about 3 weeks. Okay. If I instead choose electronic submission via third party, okay, it's going to provide a list of authorized fingerprinting locations in the area, in the vicinity of the zip code that I put for the mailing address, which is, by the way, where the FBI will send the hard copy. They'll send that via snail mail to the address you listed. But here it's going to tell me some authorized fingerprint locations in that area with their addresses, their contact phone number, operating hours. Okay, you'll notice that they're all USPS. These are all post office locations. Okay, so I'll click next and it's going to take me to payment. I'll proceed to payment. It's going to give me one more chance to see the information that I put and click yes. Okay, now it's going to take me to a redirected page to process the payment. Okay, now here I'll select credit card. You could also pay by debit card or PayPal. And there's a place to put, in all the fields, your information for your credit card. Okay, and make the payment. I'm not going to do that here. Once you do that, okay, the FBI is going to send you a second email that looks like this. Again, from the Criminal Justice Information Services, it's going to have your name, your order number that always starts with the letter D, the address of the FBI, and a barcode here. Now, whether you're doing ink fingerprints or digital fingerprints, you should print this email and take it to the place where you're doing the fingerprints. If you submit ink fingerprints, then you're going to put this email, the printed email, with the fingerprint card or cards that you send. This is actually important. If you've had difficulty providing legible fingerprint samples in the past, the FBI will allow you to submit up to 5 cards at once. And they'll try to put together a legible, complete sample out of up to 5 different fingerprint cards. But also some people who have had issues providing legible, ink fingerprints in the past sometimes have a little bit better luck with the digital fingerprinting. If you're doing the digital fingerprinting, you should also print this email and take it up to the post office with you when you go to do the prints. And they're going to have, these that are authorized to do the digital fingerprinting and have the capacity. It basically means they've got the live scan fingerprint machine. What's great about the digital fingerprinting, if you send it in by mail, it's going to take, like I said, about 3 weeks. If you do the digital fingerprinting, you might get the results before you even get home from the post office. Certainly within like 1 or maximum 2 business days, they're going to process it very quickly. They're going to send you another email saying that your report is ready. And then you can use that 6-digit PIN to go back in and just download the PDF of your report. And now you're ready to send it off for the apostille or the consular authentication. By the way, on the FBI's website, they also have this list of participating U.S. post office locations. We also have the link on our website. Okay, if you want to take a sneak peek at the authorized locations around the country, you can zoom in on any particular area and find a place near you. Okay. Also, you don't have to do all this yourself. On our website, there is this section for channelers, using a channeler. These are private companies. They're called channelers who can help you do the whole FBI report for a fee, of course. And we link to another section of the FBI website. Verify that I'm a human. And this is a list of FBI approved channelers. So if you don't want to do this by yourself, contact one of these companies. They can set you up. If you're up to doing it yourself, though, you can save a little bit of money, and it's really not that hard. Let us know if you have any questions.